Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be diving right into my first trimester and how that was for me. I'm going to tell you everything there is to know. All of the symptoms that I experienced, my day-to-day, just everything there is to know about my first trimester and how crazy it all was. So I am currently 23 weeks, which means I'm in my second trimester. And so I've completely ended my first trimester. I have done a complete 180. So I feel like now I'm able to really give you guys a recap and a more better understanding of how my first trimester went for me. Before I get too much into it, please make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I give a lot more like day-to-day updates, cute little pregnancy pictures, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'll be, very happy to share that with you all. So let's go ahead and get right into this. We're gonna be recapping my first trimester. So if you haven't already watched my previous video, make sure you go check that out. It's basically how I found out I was pregnant. So for those of you guys who already watched it, you know that I found out I was pregnant very early on. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I had no symptoms. I mean, I was free and clear. I'm like, wow, this is easy. Pregnancy is great. Oh my gosh, I feel so happy. And I was just so giddy. I kid you not, after I found out, maybe a week later, symptoms hit me immediately. Like that. And so I'm going to go down the list of the symptoms that I was dealing with and how they came to fruition, right? So the first symptom I dealt with was severe headaches, like non-stop. They were almost migraines, like they were so intense and that I had to take medicine for them. And I don't typically take medicine for a headache. I'll just like take a nap or call it a day or whatever. These were so bad, like I literally had to take medicine for them. So that came first, and then came morning sickness, which is a damn lie because it is all day, all night, all morning, all the time sickness. I got it very badly. And what's crazy about morning sickness personally is I didn't actually vomit that many times. I think throughout the whole first trimester, I only actually vomited about 4 times. But the feeling of nausea itself, oh my goodness, it's crazy. So I was dealing with that. So those two hit me very early on, and it was crazy because I'm the kind of person who I love to eat. I'm always hungry. When I tell you I could not eat anything, I was so hungry and I was so sad because I couldn't eat, and I couldn't eat because my appetite had completely shifted. I didn't want anything. Everything tasted gross to me, or it just didn't taste right. Even water had this like super weird taste to me, and it was really hard for me to ingest all of my nutrients that I needed. So because of that, I had other symptoms that ended up happening. So I got extremely dehydrated. I had no nutrients in my body. I lost about 10 to 15 pounds my first trimester because I was not eating. And I actually ended up in the hospital. I passed out at work because I had not been eating and I had not been drinking enough water. My blood sugar was extremely low. I had low blood pressure because I was dehydrated. So I had to go to the hospital, get me a little IV. It was a mess, very dramatic. What else did I deal with first trimester? I dealt with a lot of emotional symptoms. I am not a very emotional person as far as like outwardly emotional, as far as like expressing myself through like tears and stuff. Like that's not me. I cried so much the first trimester over nothing. Like I remember I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, crying. I cried over some chicken nuggets one day. I was crying about every damn thing. And honestly, it would frustrate me. I would cry because I was crying. Like I couldn't control it, and it was a lot to handle. So yeah, I dealt with a lot of emotional stress in my first trimester. Like I don't know, I just felt so bad. Like I felt depressed, honestly, and I didn't know why. And that was really difficult to deal with because here I am pregnant and very, very excited about my pregnancy, very excited about being able to carry life, but I feel horrible, like inside emotionally. I had extreme depression, and that it made me feel guilty because I didn't want, I know this makes no sense, but I didn't want my baby to feel like I was sad about my baby. And I know it was just a lot. It was really confusing. Like I tried to kind of like pick myself up, but the way them hormones really attacked me, I couldn't shake it. Like I did everything I possibly could and I just could not shake it. Like I was just freaking depressed my entire first trimester, and it was really, really hard for me, but I still managed to make it through, thank you Jesus, and I made it to the second trimester. For the first time ever in my life, I got nosebleeds, and that shocked me because like I've never had a nosebleed before. And I got up one morning, I think I was going on my way to work or something, and I went to the bathroom and I'm thinking I have a runny nose and it's blood. I was like, what the hell? So, you know, everything about me, I'm Googling everything. And it turns out it's very normal because we have an influx of blood flow, of course, because of the baby, plus the hormones, plus my apartment is very dry apparently. All of that just combined made for a bloody nose. And so far I've had about 3 nosebleeds, and I feel like they might continue because I had like a baby one not too long ago. So I'm gonna get a humidifier and hopefully that cuts down on that. But yeah, that was really strange to me, a nosebleed. Also, I'm gonna kind of get to the body changes. What about the body changes? I know some women deal with a lot of acne during their pregnancy. I think because I already deal with acne extensively, I've been dealing with acne for over 10 years. My face cleared up, and I am so happy about that. My face just cleared up, and it's not even necessarily because of my prenatal vitamins, because I really am not good with taking those. It's just the hormones within me. My skin is finally starting to look like an adult and I'm not getting all this childish acne. So I was really happy about that side effect. My hair has grown a lot. Now, with that being said, they tell you that, you know, you're gonna get glowing skin, flowing hair, but with the hair growth, it's everywhere. My stomach is so hairy. Like my stomach has never been this hairy in my life. I don't know what my back looks like, but I have a feeling my back is hairy too. It's a mess. Like just hair is growing everywhere because the hormones are crazy. Also, this may be a little TMI, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all want that information. My boobies, they're grown. You know, I've always been a small boobie girl. You know, B cup. I didn't grow a whole cup size, okay? She's a C cup now, number 1. And number 2, my areolas. My areolas are darker and they're bigger. Listen, I just feel like if you're watching this video, you want to know everything that goes on. So I'm gonna tell y'all everything that goes on. Another random thing that happens is your vagina gonna just get these, well, I don't know if it's gonna happen to you, but I'll randomly be sitting down and it'll be like a shooting pain in my vagina, just zing right into my coochie. And I'll be like, oh, like what the heck? And apparently it's normal. Literally everything that happened, I would call my insurance company, my Kaiser, and be like, hey, this is happening to me and I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's normal. Okay. Oh, that's normal. Okay. So yeah, everything was normal, but it was really, really crazy. I'm trying to think what else did happen to me in my first trimester. Well, my first trimester was really crazy. So in my first trimester, like I said, my boobs did grow, my areolas grew, all that good stuff, but it hurt. So for those of you who have periods, you know sometimes your boobs start to ache when, you know, around the time you're about to get your period. Imagine that, but even more, because on top of my boobs being a little swollen, they're actually growing. So they're growing and stretching, and the hormones and the blood and everything is pushing, my boobs hurt so bad. I didn't want anything to touch them. I didn't wear a bra the entire first trimester because it hurts so bad. Now they kind of settled down, like I don't deal with as much soreness, but I do feel the stretching still. I still feel like they're growing, and I started to get stretch marks underneath my boobs. So baby, we might go up a whole nother cup size. Just wait and see. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I felt like I had every symptom in the book. Like if you looked up early symptoms of pregnancy, I pretty much had all of that. So I got hit with, you know, a pretty interesting first trimester, and then this is my first pregnancy. So I feel like God just wanted to give me the full experience, and you know, I don't need that again. So I'm glad I am past my first trimester, because honestly it really was very difficult for me, and I was not happy. I was miserable, and I feel like sometimes people don't want to hear that from you. You know, they don't want to hear how miserable you are, because it's like, girl, you're pregnant, you're supposed to be happy about that. What you trying to do? And so I felt a little bit alone in that, because I didn't really want to express how miserable I was to everybody, because I didn't want it to seem as though I didn't want my baby, because I did. I didn't want everything that was coming with it. So it was very difficult for me. It was a very difficult time. But I'm very grateful, because a lot of those symptoms pretty much just left on its own once I got to my first trimester. I know there are some women who unfortunately deal with a lot of those symptoms throughout their entire pregnancy, and you know, God bless y'all. I hope y'all feel better, because it is a lot. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions for me, please leave them down in the comments below. Please follow me on Instagram, like I said, for more day-to-day updates, pregnancy pictures, and I'm gonna show y'all my belly in a second too as well. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened my first trimester. It was a roller coaster, but I am so happy to now be my second trimester, and I feel so much better. Once I cycle into my third trimester, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys an update and pretty much do the same style of video for my second trimester, because I dealt with a whole different set of things for this trimester, and then things that I've learned and adapted and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.